Today, I'm taking the world's largest cruise ship for 72 hours from Florida to the private island in the Caribbean. I'm going to show you guys what it's like to be on board this floating city with a population of over 7,000 people. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So we get on the ship, and as you're boarding, guys, you're going to enter into the Royal Promenade area, which is amazing. It's basically from the Oasis class, but on steroids. And here you got the Pearl, which I think is just an incredible piece of architecture, just right in the middle of it. It's super cool looking, and honestly, this is like the heart of the ship. They throw parties here almost every night, and there's always something going on. Just look how crowded it is. There's always people here. By the way, if you haven't been to Sorrento's, it's like the best pizza place on any cruise ship. Make sure you guys try it. And yeah, look right here on your right, you're gonna see Starbucks too. There's a bunch of restaurants. It's 2 stories, so which is really cool. And I have to admit, I really love this area of design. It almost feels like a mall mixed with the city, and they incorporate it all into one, which is really nice. Right here, you're looking at the actual Royal Caribbean store, and across from here, you're gonna be looking at Starbucks. So once that was done, I decided to call it, and I needed to go get a snack. So I headed up to the top deck, and I went to look around to see, because I do know they had a Mexican place on board. And I went to the local and fresh, and I did find it. And they got a lot of condiments you can put here on your stuff. But most importantly, I was looking for those nice nachos, which they had in the back here. And I have to admit, guys, all the food was really, really good. It's Royal Caribbean. If you've been on a Royal ship, you kind of know how the standard is. But yeah, it was really good food. Loved it. So next up, we went through some filming. We're heading into Central Park, which is honestly one of my favorite areas on any of the Oasis class ships as well. It's just such a pretty area. You're going to see here, you got restaurants on each side, and we'll go more into detail as we come back around here. But I'm giving you a quick walkthrough real quick. Here you have a little sitting area. There's a lot of people that just get their morning coffees in the morning. And then as you keep walking through, you'll see shops on the left here. There's also a bar on your right. And don't worry, we're going to circle back and do a little more in-depth here so you guys see it. So going back the other way, you're going to see right here, we have the Jazz and Blues Club, which is really going on at night. And there's a lot of people in here. And I think it's a really cool atmosphere, especially if you're into, jazz and that sort of thing. And as you keep walking back, you're going to see here on the right, you have the Park Cafe, which we'll be at in a day or two for breakfast. So you guys will see a little more of that soon. Next up, I decided to set my dad on Crown's Edge, which is where you walk over the side of the ship. And I have to admit, he was quite terrified, but I was able to document his first-person POV, so here it is.
You see, you're perfectly strapped up. Stand up for me.
All right.
Now what we're going to do is walk our way across the pier. If you navigate the Simba over there, is going to take you the rest of the way. Good.
Okay. Oh. Woohoo. Oh my God! Woo! Oh, we gotta jump? Yeah? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh sugar! Oh my God!
So after that, I quickly ran to the sport bar because the Green Bay versus 49ers game was going on. So I got there, and I actually ended up eating dinner here, which was actually really good. This is an extra charge, just heads up. And then I headed out to this party that they were throwing in the promenade at night, and it was a lot of fun. All right, it's day 2. Good morning, guys. And our day is going to start at my favorite place, the Bagel Bar in Central Park. This is complimentary, so you guys could go here, no extra charge. And I absolutely love this place because I came here every morning. It was nice. It's pretty quiet, honestly. And I just grabbed the bagel, some salmon. Absolutely loved it. And then from here, I went to check out Surfside and show you guys a little bit of this new area because this is not on the Oasis class ship, so this is really new, which I absolutely loved. And I think the kids are going to love it. If you have kids, it's definitely an area you're going to want to be at. As you go down here, they have the merry-go-round in the middle. On the side, they're going to have a little candy store as well. As we continue to the back, you're going to see here they have a little snack area where you can grab some snacks. They have like little churros and stuff like that. And then as we keep going, there's a little water park, like kiddie water park for the young kids in the back. I thought it was a great design, something new on this ship that is not on any of the other ships, and I absolutely loved it. And here, you can see right here, overlooking, they got a bunch of lifeguards. Shout out to Royal, always doing it right. And as we turn around here, we're going to head back. I'm going to show you guys more of what they have. So here's another restaurant that they have that you can actually eat at. And the one thing I want to say is that, like, everyone always commenting down on all the videos we posted on TikTok, like, oh, there's so many people, but there's so many different places to eat that it honestly is not that crowded. There's an area, like, so many different restaurants that it kind of spreads out the crowd, which I think was pretty genius on Royal. So every part you go into, there's all these little nook and crannies where you can grab a snack or even eat at, like, literally all these little different restaurants, which I really liked. Here you're also looking at the Surfside Eatery, which is another snack area like we were just mentioning that you can go and eat at. And then in the back here, they have more place where you can sit in the back over here. Again, I really love the decor and the little beach feel that they did. Like I said, it's a floating city. Every part of the ship feels completely different, and I absolutely love that. Across, we're going to head to the arcade on the ship. And I have to admit, this is a pretty awesome arcade. It's huge, and it just had a lot of cool machines and games that you could play on, and the kids, I think, will have a great time here. So after the arcade, I headed to my favorite spot on the ship, which is where I probably stayed for honestly most of the afternoon, which is the hideaway, which is the adult-only area. This is new on these type of ships, and I have to admit, this is absolutely amazing, and it was my favorite spot on the whole ship. You actually have your own private bar too, which is really nice, and it's just your own private area, and this is where I chilled for honestly 5 or 6 hours that day. So after I was done, I got ready for dinner, headed to the restaurant, and this is the main dining room. I got some escargot. And then after that, I got a nice chicken breast, and I have to admit, all the food was really good, guys. And then after this, I headed to the show, and this is the Aqua show. And actually, they told us it wasn't done yet. This was the inaugural sailing. It was the very first sailing, and they were putting parts together. But I have to admit, the Aqua Dome was actually just amazing to see by itself, and the show was absolutely incredible. Just take a couple of look at these scenes for yourself. So once the show was over, I headed over to Silent Disco, which if you've never been, it sounds like a stupid idea, but it's actually amazing. It's a lot of fun. Basically, there's 2 DJs, and you could choose which ones you want to listen to, and everyone was just having a good time. Today we are in Perfect Day Coco Cay, Royal Caribbean's private island, and we are going to be showing you guys everything this beautiful island has to offer. We're on the icon of the seas, and I can't wait to get into it. So without further ado, let's get into this video, guys. So I skipped breakfast this morning because honestly I was trying to diet, you know what I mean? But I just skipped breakfast this morning, got off the ship, and the first thing I noticed was this Red Bull plane that was flying and doing stunts right near the ship, which was super cool to see. And then after that, we head into the island. You can see right here, guys, is actually the tallest water slide, I think, in North America, they said. And this is Perfect Day Coco Cay, Royal Caribbean's private island. Here you're going to see the ship right when you get in. That is right in front of the water park. They have a bunch of little areas like this for the kids. They have bars running right when you get off the ship. They got food. Like, this island literally has everything you could ever want. They got private beach cabanas, guys. And this is my favorite part, which is Hideaway Beach. It's the adult-only section, which is brand new to the island. They have a whole bar just for you guys. They have pool tables. They have sitting areas. And best of all, they have a giant pool where they're throwing parties all day long. Sadly, I couldn't play the music on YouTube, but you know, you get the point. And they're throwing some awesome parties here, and you can see people are just having a good time. This place got packed. I was actually here early. By like 2, 3 o'clock, this place was jamming, like absolute rocking, and that was a really good time. The other thing, a lot of you guys DM me were if I had to pay for this, and this is an extra charge when you get off the island. You have to book it too. I'm not sure how fast this fills up, so just if you really want to go here, make sure you guys are booking it in advance, or at least when you get on the ship, so you have a spot reserved to get into this section. I also want to note they also have food that you can get. I had some pizza, which was actually really good on the shore. And yeah, they just have a bunch of food and a bunch of bars that you can sit at, have a good time, and party with your friends. So after I was done, I headed back to the ship, and I got a quick drink, which I have to admit, these quick drinks are really good. You can find it at this bar right here. It's on the top deck, and it was really good. I went to dinner right after that. I got some chicken parm, And then I think it's like a lemon tart, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you guys. And then went back to find some parties going on in the Royal Promenade and had a great rest of my night. I gotta admit, love the cruise ship, guys. We're gonna be doing a full ship tour coming out in the next week or two, but it's gonna be super detailed, so it's gonna take a little bit more time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below any questions, and I'll answer them in the comments. And we'll see you guys in the next Austin Hamawy YouTube video. Take care.